Okay, I think we're recording now. Fantastic. I actually just did a whole video about this. It only lasted 10 minutes until I realized I wasn't recording. But anyways, what's up, everybody? Debo here bringing you consistent or constant updates on what's going on in the PTR. We're getting down to the last, I think, one or two topics that I want to discuss about before I do the overall big just coverage guide for the PTR, what's been going on. We're still waiting on the carnival changes, so basically I probably will end up releasing the coverage of all the PTR stuff before everything goes live. And if anything happens where they change carnival to the point where it's terrible, I'll go back and update it. But I got to get this out so I can start working on other things, such as my 24-hour Witch Doctor guide, and start practicing StarCraft stuff. Anyways, outside of all that, PTR has been pretty interesting in the amount of stuff they've been changing. The base mechanics of the game, like how the Greater Rift system works, how the trial key works, and all that good stuff. Not too happy about all the Witch Doctor changes, but some things are pretty cool, and we still have to wait until the nail's in the coffin before we preside and start going crazy and burning everything down and being angry because our class is still terrible. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the Greater Rift system and how things have been changed, and we're going to kind of get it to straight and to the point. The biggest things that you need to know is that all your keys from the trials are going to convert over to these regular Greater Rift trial keystones. I'm very happy for that. It makes it so that I don't have to sit in groups and basically just keep farming for keys, or that a group's requirement to push higher level Greater Rifts. Now, you can still use a group for basically getting your experience and then doing things that way, but this really helps out the people who wanted to do things solo. So basically, all you need is a key. Every time you complete a level or you complete certain torments, it unlocks. Up to torment level 10, it'll unlock up to Greater Rift level 45. So you can just basically not even do Greater Rifts and just, do Greater Rift level 10, and let's say you never stepped inside of a Greater Rift, which I don't know why you wouldn't do that. It would automatically unlock Greater Rift, Greater Rift level 45, or how many ever torment levels you go up, which is a cool feature. I don't really think it's necessary, because when I got to level 70, when I was testing 24-hour Witch Doctor build, I can automatically go to like Greater Rift level 14 or 15, because that is the equivalent of torment level 1 and 2. So that's one little change. But the big thing is, you complete a level. Let's say that you completed level 50 and you had about 8 minutes to spare. It's still going to skip you up some levels, but what you would do is actually just come over here. You would actually select your level, and you will select whatever level you wanted to, or the upgraded levels. You just finished 50, you had time to spare, so let's say the next level you get is 52. You can do 51 and 52. You can select them and instantly go in. Eats up one key every single time. You will no longer get another key, so you can to basically go to the next level. So you're allowed to upgrade your keys only if you beat the Rift in time, which I do think that was a fantastic change, because people were abusing that. They were pushing Greater Rifts and Trial Rifts to get to really insanely high levels through exploits or legitimate play, and they knew that they could never beat those levels. But the reason they would basically, let's say their highest level they can do is 60, and they would do a group in a group, and they said they pushed it up to 75. They would do the 75, because then even if you didn't beat the Rift in time, who cares about ranking when you can get guaranteed upgrades on your gyms? So Blizzard nerfed that, or changed that around, which was necessary, because being able to upgrade your gyms when you didn't beat the Rift in time doesn't really make any sense. Hopefully they'll reevaluate the whole situation about upgrading your gyms in general, even with the 1% chance. I kind of don't like, because then people will just spam lower levels to get that 1% chance to upgrade their gyms, which is basically 3%, and you upgrade the gym over and over again. I really don't care for that, because that's like still guaranteed levels. So hopefully they'll do something like along the lines of you can't upgrade a gym higher past this level of your Greater Rift. So if you got like a level 60 gym, you wouldn't be able to upgrade it on 61. You couldn't use a lower level Greater Rift to upgrade the gym even at a low percent chance. You need to beat it at level 60 to get those upgrade attempts. But that's just my humble opinion. Nephalem Rifts are no longer necessary to get the key shards from the bounties. When it first came out, it was 5 Rift shards from a bounty. You would finish the whole bounty to do 1 Rift. Then they cut it down to a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 Rift key per Nephalem Rift. Now there's none. The reason they're able to do that, because bounties is not the focus. Well, the big thing is that you have to do bounties in order to get the new crafting material for the Kanai's Cube. The reason why they couldn't do this before is because if they took away the Nephalem Rift shards, then you would have no reason to do bounties whatsoever, and they don't want that to happen. So now that they gave bounties another purpose, which is getting the crafting cubes for the Kanai Cube, now they can go ahead and do cool things like, oh, okay, hey, you don't need no more Nephalem Rifts. And when you complete a Nephalem Rift, you have torment level 1 or higher, you have a certain percent chance of getting a Greater Rift key, and I do believe if it's 6 or higher, it's pretty much like a 100% drop rate. So that's just good to know in case you're wondering. The only thing that's going to really affect this is, well, at least in my opinion, for seasons it doesn't matter because everything starts over. But the one big problem I'm seeing them with changing, like how the tickle and massage build work with the permafear and how the group structure work and how the Greater Rift trial keys did, and all the different things that happened before, is that for non-seasonal play, a lot of people got gems that are like up to level 85. Up to level 83. I think even the #1 guy for Carnival, he got well, the Paragon I never mind, because Paragon you can grind just by playing the game, and I think that's fine. Let me see if I can find it here. There it is, hero details. But yeah, you can check it out. Like level 74 gem, that's pretty feasible or manageable getting groups. I imagine you can push to get that. But level 85 gem, level 83 gem. It's going to be really hard in non-seasons to ever replicate that because they're taking out the system that enabled you to get the gems that high. So basically, if you're a person that's going to be participating in non-season, that might be a problem in terms of trying to be competitive because, you know, with the tickle and massage and like a lot of the permafear gone, the groups are not pushing high levels like they used to, so it's going to be hard to get those gems up to those levels again. So it might be a little bit of unfair advantage to the people who had got the gems before they started balancing the inner working system and of how everything works and how the gym upgrades works, because now you won't be able to upgrade unless you beat it, right? So that changes everything dynamically. However, you could argue and tell them, hey, you should go play season, right? I guess non-seasons for the people who just got that built up of gear, but then again, they might have to look back into that or tone them down somehow, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. And my Facebook is going off crazy. Anyways, so the new changes to the Greater Rift system are fantastic. You no longer need Nephalem Rift keys to do the Rift do those runs. You can just go to the Nephalem Rift, open it up, you finish it. As long as it's on Torment level 1 or higher, I still do believe you will get a chance to get the Greater Rift key. The Greater Rift key can be used for whatever level. When you finish a level, you automatically unlock the next level, and you can just spam whatever level you want over and over again. That's a very good job on Blizzard's part, and I love that they made it so that you have to beat the Rift in order to upgrade your gems, because that just makes a lot of sense. I would like to see how they're going to handle this in the future, dealing with other people who already had the gems that were basically able to get to their levels since they had them in like the previous system where everything was a lot dramatically different for non-season. I don't think Blizzard's going to care too much about that, though. Like I said, I never have a problem with somebody having a crap ton of Paragon levels, but the problem is with the gems is that you just don't have any kind of potential to catch back up to that. Like somebody who comes in with the new Paragon system can be like, it comes in, maybe their Paragon's a little bit low. You can fix that just by playing the game, you get Paragon levels. But the gems is just, when you can't replicate what people were basically allowed to do before, that now they took that away because they saw it was a little bit too silly or too powerful, it makes it really hard for you to try to compete in non-seasons. But then again, somebody could argue just, hey, why don't you go compete in seasons if you're going to put that much effort? So I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. But outside of all that, the changes are pretty solid. I hope they keep looking into certain things and maybe regulating certain things, like making it so that, like I said, you have to have be on that certain rift level to upgrade a gem, or maybe putting caps on the legendary gems, because there are a couple that do have caps, like Gugaka Swiftness and the Boon of the Hoarder. I don't think every single gem needs to go to 100 or something crazy. I think they need to have certain levels where they cap off at. I think Paragon should be more the focus if you want to increase your raw strength to push the next levels, but that's just my opinion. How do you guys feel about the new Greater Rift system? Do you guys like the changes? Do you like not having trial rift keys? Do you prefer the old system? Go ahead and leave that information down in the comments and stuff like that. I've been trying to reply to a lot of people, and I have been. Just give you guys' perspective, because you guys look at things a lot differently than I do sometimes, and it's good to see other perspectives about this whole issue. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, favorite, and subscribe, and look out for that PTR 2.3 Witch Doctor coverage coming up this week. It's going to be dropping this week, so that's something you guys can definitely look forward to. And then you're going to also look forward to the Greater Rift, not Greater Rift, I'm sorry, the 24-hour Witch Doctor guide that will be dropping this month. Because I'm trying to get all this stuff and all my guides updated before the next patch comes out, and I have a sinking feeling that I need to start now before too late. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the little video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Debo, and I'm out.